Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Mockeries in this race to the Battle of the Band. Last time, we had this mystery involving an emporium of wiggly wax, a tiefling called Mockery, from which this group got their names. And they blackmailed the mayor, who was a secret Dwergar, into making them incredibly popular throughout the land. I am, of course, joined by Lily, who's playing Cloud, and Daisy, who's playing Thesia.
Hello.
And Callum, who's playing Theramin.
I did it with my eyes that time.
Yeah. So yes, we are back and on to the next adventure of the Mockeries. Dylan Trowel has set their course, and they have moved on to the town near the mountain ranges of the Goliath Mountains, called Murlaystone, where they are to perform another gig. But we are actually going to begin a wee bit before you reach Murlaystone. Yes, indeed. For on the road, so there's sort of the main road that goes from Seal all the way to the sea, through Salt's Watch and to Sesson Seal. But you take the left turning path, westerly path, off of the main road toward Murlaystone, and about a couple of miles outside of town, you can see that this is this area starts to become a bit more hilly. There are taller fir trees, sort of evergreens and things that grow closer to the mountains. And you go through some of these woods, and you can see that there is a log that has been, or a tree that has been felled and collapsed in the center of the road. Could you please all give me perception checks, if you'd be so kind?
Is that with
Perception, I believe, is wisdom.
Yeah. 14.
14, indeed.
I'm sorry, I rolled a 20, didn't I?
Roll a d20 and add your
Sorry.
perception. No worries.
I've just realised I've put all my character sheets in the book my iPad is on.
Oh,
Oh gosh.
Don't worry about it. Just grab it.
7.
Move your. It's fine.
It's fine. I'll just make funny faces. I rolled a 19.
We're super. This is obviously the most professional of all D&D YouTube channels.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course. I don't have my iPad with 2 books, my player's manual and dictionary. Oh my god.
I definitely properly set up my background and moved my laptop so that it was a appropriate height, so I wasn't looking down at it. And
yeah, I'm looking off. I've done something weird. I don't know. Just kind of gazing into the distance. I rolled a 7, by the way. If that's
7, fair enough.
It's not great.
7. So with the set, I don't know. What did you get to Daisy?
I got a 19 plus 1, so an unnatural 20.
Well, hey ho. With a 7, you can see this tree has been felled, and it looks like there's some debris up ahead. With a 14, it's clear that there's a cart. Or sorry, not a cart. A horse was stopped, but on the other side of this tree trunk, the horse is still over there. And with this unnatural 20, you can see that there's this horse. The horse has got what looks like a minor flesh wound. its saddlebags have been torn off of it, and it seems to be nuzzling at something on the other side of this tree trunk. What would you like to do?
I would like to very carefully make my way over to the. So I'm on this side, the other side of the tree trunk, looking at the horse and see if I can look sort of round it to see what it's nuzzling at, if at all possible.
Sure. On the other side, lying unconscious, looking fairly messed up, is a human in a tattered uniform. There are burned pieces of paper all around them.
I'm like, I want to poke him with a stick.
You go ahead and poke him with a stick.
It's like,
He flops over on his side.
Is he like really unconscious then?
Really, like, beaten up, and like he made his death saves and succeeded.
I want to eat it. But that's just poor manners. Okay, I shout to the rest of them, like, guys, you might want to come over and look at this. It's a mild inconvenience.
We can try and investigate those bits of paper.
Sure, yeah, give me an investigation check if you'd be so kind, Mr. Theramin.
Ooh. I rolled 20 plus 1, so 20 minus 1, that's 19.
No, but if it's a natural 20 on the die, then that's an automatic success.
Hell yeah.
Natural 20 investigation. I will tell you much information, my good man. Immediately looking around, you can sort of see you can see where the saddlebags are. They were cut from this horse, and you'll look at this leather strap. Either a very rough knife or claws did this. These pieces of paper are mostly have turned to ashes. The little bits that remain seem to be just blank pieces of paper. But it's definitely like an intentional, somebody has set fire to much of the contents of these saddlebags as possible. The guy himself looks like doesn't look like they would give much of a fight. They don't look, but the uniform, though shredded, seems to be that of a guard for maybe like a bank. And as you're examining the guard, he suddenly grabs your wrist, opens his eyes. He flicks his hand, and a piece of paper appears in his hand, like from nowhere. And he hands it to you, and he goes, "The creature." And falls back unconscious.
So it was claws. Or I don't know. Santa Claus.
Owlbears.
Is back. Oh.
No,
Owlbears. I can't say the thought having crossed my mind.
Oh no.
But I'm not giving anything away.
On the guard uniform, are there any buttons?
Yes, there are buttons.
Can I take a button, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
You have a button.
That's cool.
Hey. Oh wow.
Yeah, I know.
The piece of paper that you have, Theramin, is blank.
Can I make? Oh no.
With a
I haven't
natural
seen the
20,
paper.
you can see that it is a blank piece of paper.
Is it concealed with some sort of
I was gonna
invisible
try and
ink or
make it.
something?
Are you showing? Are
Oh,
you showing
sorry.
us the paper?
Yes. We're in this
Can
together
I
now.
make like a? Would it be an Arcana check to see whether there's anything magical about the bit of paper?
Yes, it would. You are more than welcome to do that. Give me 1 second. I'm just rereading. Sorry, make the check. Yes, I'm just reading it.
Okay. Oh. 12. Just a bit of paper.
12. With a 12, you can tell that you can tell that there is some magic on this piece of paper.
It's magic paper. I don't know.
Oh, can I do one? An Arcana check, please?
Sure, if you would like. Yes.
Let's go. Oh God. Oh God. I got 8.
She says that it's magic, but you're holding it.
What?
You were holding it in your hand, and surely magic paper would feel different than normal paper, right?
Just Theramin like touching it, looking over.
Nothing to see here. Doesn't look like anything.
Okay.
How tattered are the clothes? Are like really badly, or just a couple rips?
A few rips. He's still clothed.
Okay. Is there like any insignias on the clothing if it's a uniform, like a patch to recognize?
Yes, the patch is for. Actually, go ahead and guys roll me history checks to see if you would recognize this patch.
Intelligence.
I mean, actually, I shouldn't even have given you the chance to roll this
No,
because
well,
you were not.
It was a natural one anyway, so
It's perfect.
Cloud is just walking around like, this is magic paper, what is this?
Yeah. I got a 9.
I got
9.
8.
Nobody recognizes this. Nobody recognizes where this guard's from.
Taking it though. I'm cutting it off his.
You're cutting off his insignia.
Yeah, I'm taking it. I'm like, this might be useful.
Dylan Umtrowel, who is your band manager.
Oh, he's there.
He was
I was there as well.
Yeah, he's your guy. He sort of goes, why? What? Surely we have to get this man to the nearby town of Murlaystone. He looks like he requires medical attention.
Yeah, can I do a medicine check on him just to see, like, if I can help in any kind of way to stop bleeding?
Sure. He does look stable. He doesn't look like he's gonna bleed out or anything like that. Looks like he was roughed up, as it were.
That's 10.
10. Yeah. If you wanted to get him into town, you know ways of doing that would not make his situation worse than it is.
Did you say the horse was also hurt as well?
The horses, yeah, it's hurt just a little bit.
If I'm sort of holding his arm or something, I just drop it and go to the horse to check the horse. I don't really care. I care more about the horse.
You got his arm and then just...
Yeah, pretty much. Checking a pulse and...
The horse is okay. The horse is not that bad. It's just a flesh wound.
Okay.
Same kind of deal as the saddlebags. It looks like claw marks.
Okay.
I'm not really bothered about saving this guy. What's in it for
No,
us?
neither am I.
Well, okay. The first thing is, I understand. Listen, of Of course, I have. Surely, you all know that I am no fighter, and I have no magic of any kind. I'm just a bank manager, not bank.
We
I'm
forgot
just-
you were here.
I'm just a band manager. I understand that. You are very important and scary individuals, but I do know a little bit about what I'm talking about in terms of band managing, and I can tell you that it makes a really good first impression to save the life of somebody from the town you're about to play a gig at.
I'm all about
just can't-
glory.
Sorry?
I'm all about glory.
All about glory. See, you understand. Glory is just another word for popularity after all.
You're talking in my language now.
I
I'm
just
for
kind of
it.
stare at him, and I'm like, yeah, I'm listening, like, because I feel like this person that's in the road is just a massive inconvenience. I just put my hand, like, just on his head, like, just smack it down and just cure wounds. So I'm just like, I can't be bothered with this.
Amazing. Please roll me those hit points.
Right, how do I roll hit points for cure wounds? Because I don't remember.
Oh,
I've never used the spell before.
I feel like it's a D8. Give me 1 second. I've got a
Oh,
little app here for the
I
spells.
got the apps as well.
1d8 plus your
Your
spellcasting
spellcasting
ability
one.
modifier. Yeah.
Which is
Which
your
is-
charisma?
My charisma. Now I need to find my D8. That's a D12.
Because you're a bard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I just look on the ground to see whether there's any tracks leading away from the guy on the floor into the forest or anything?
Creature
Ooh,
tracks.
that's interesting. Yes. Give me one more. Give me one more investigation check.
Investigation.
The gentleman on the floor
21.
receives 6 hit points.
We'll deal with that in 1 second. What did you get? Sorry, Lily.
21.
21.
It's 18 plus 3, yeah.
Okay. I'll good checks at the beginning of the.
I know.
There will be a mystery one of these days that you don't figure out immediately.
Being a rogue, though,
I have-
it's just.
I've got 9 more, or sorry, after this one, I've got 8 more tries to get this right. So we'll figure it out. You see what it
I'm
first looks like. No, it's good. It's absolutely good. But this is the wonderful thing about the chaos of the dice, right? It's like whether you're playing as Watson or Sherlock.
Yeah.
Because in those books, like some of them, Conan Doyle wrote from Sherlock's perspective, and about like halfway through what would be a Watson story, Sherlock just says, "I know this isn't engaging to read about as a reader, but I figured it out at this point."
Brilliant.
In any case, on the ground, you haven't figured it out quite yet, but what looks at first to be a mixed jumble of animal tracks and human tracks quickly reveals itself to your eye. You can see animal tracks that came out of the woods.
Okay.
But you don't see animal tracks retreating into the woods. You do see human
Okay.
tracks retreating into the woods.
Okay, so what animal? Okay, so basically,
Barefoot human.
I just walk up to the other two and go, floor, animal tracks in, human out, and just sort of look really like, not right. Stop that.
I'll give you one guess at what kind of animal tracks these are.
The first thing that came to my mind was Tarask, and I was like, that's not right. I was like, no.
The rest of this campaign is just you guys hunting a Tarask.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
No.
Callum, forgive us because you're newer to the game. A Tarask, I will find the Tarask.
Oh, I love it when you show me the pictures.
Absolutely.
It's horrendous. I mean, it's like level 20, kind of, you will die fighting it. It's insane.
It's very powerful. They created this.
I don't think Josh is that mean.
Not at
No.
level 2.
Freaking hell. What the hell?
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
It's awesome. It's this dinosaur that's almost immune to magic.
And got an extraordinary amount of hit points as well.
Oh yeah, it's very strong. It's very strong. The only thing that has a similar challenge rating that I've been able to find is Tiamat, the goddess of all dragons.
One thing I don't want to deal with is a were to ask.
Yeah, that would be bad.
That would be very bad.
I in my head, I feel like lycanthropy is almost entirely humanoid based. I feel like a Tarask probably wouldn't be affected by lycanthropy.
Probably
A
be
humanoid
immune
to
to
ask.
Or yeah, would it transform the other way? So that there's
to
a
blend in
Tarask
with
who
people.
can look almost human with a bit of dinosaur.
Oh,
Ooh. Like the
No.
spines poking out of its. No.
Yeah, and
Oh,
everyone's
that
like,
sounds sick.
is this a weird lizard folk variant? It's like, nope, it's a Tarask walking around like a person. Well,
They
guys,
said it was claw marks.
I did say
so-
it was claw marks.
Maybe a bear. Like
It actually looks more like wolf tracks.
yeah,
I
werewolf.
was thinking wolf, but then you said claws, and I thought maybe like a paw almost. Okay,
Yeah, it could have it in theory, but looks a little bit
it's a
more.
wolf.
Looks like a wolf.
Ew,
Dylan just kind of goes, Theramin, for the glory, shall we save? Oh, sorry, he's up. You
I smacked him so hard it cured his wounds.
You see his wounds go. He goes, oh, hi. Hello. Oh God, you guys are just about as scary as the thing that did this to me. But you gotta be helpful, folks, right?
right.
Or I'd be dead.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, wow.
Did you see what did this to you and your lovely horse?
Yeah, absolutely. He looks down. His wounds reopen. And he kind of goes, "Oh, that doesn't look right."
Oh God, no! Smack him again.
No. He's singing up a spell on this.
What do I have? What can I do?
I'm like, I've taken one of his
Smack him.
buttons, but I think that's about as much as I can do.
It looks like this guy might be cursed in some way.
Do this. Oh no, I don't know.
And if you leave him alone, he will die.
I'm cool with that.
If you bring him down, he might be able to be cured.
We might be able to get a reward for him as well.
Well, Dylan's position seems to be that
Help this man, yeah.
people might like you guys a lot more if you save him. But you don't have to save him. I'm not dictating to you what you should and shouldn't do.
I mean, we did get max popularity in the other town. We could lose a few points if you're hungry, Thesia.
Not in front of the manager.
Fair enough.
Can we
Was that?
just drag him into our carriage and just like kind
Yeah.
of put him
Yeah.
in, lead the horse with us,
I was
tie the
about to
horse
say,
to our carriage.
can I actually try and lead the hoist? The hoist?
Lead
It's from Brooklyn.
the horse.
Lead the horse.
Absolutely.
Would it come with me?
It's very peaceful. It's a happy horse.
Is it happy
No.
horse?
Cool.
It's a happy horse.
I-
It sees that you
I
guys are
won't-
making. Yeah, you guys are helping.
I won't go in the carriage. I'll be walking with the horse.
Gotcha.
And I want to put the guy on the horse because I don't want any blood in the carriage or anything.
No, I'll push him.
Slump him over.
Push him off. The
Dylan-
horse is injured. I try and push him off.
Screw it. Let's drag him behind the carriage.
Tied with a rope.
Dylan lays out like a couple of his favorite picnic blankets, and they get blood all over them, and she put them in the
I
back of his
feel so
carriage.
sorry for this manager.
Ah.
I feel so sorry for him.
I mean, I've just openly said I'm going to eat him, torn stuff off his clothes, completely forgetting he existed. Like, mealtime.
I'm imagining Murray from Flight of the Conchords. I don't know if you've seen that, but that's who I think of every time you say the band manager.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's a great image. Cool beans. You guys make your way into the town of Murlaystone. You can see the mountains are very close now. To the west, they sort of loom over this sort of town, and so when evening comes much quicker to Murlaystone than to other cities and towns in Garandia. So you make your way there, even though it is not that late. The shadows are long indeed. Nevertheless, Murlaystone looks to be quite a pleasant place, a bit bigger than Oddmore, like an active, thriving mining town and community. With some farming in the lower lands, sheep grazing, and all of that good stuff. You can see they have the inn, which is where you guys are. Dylan has told you that you are going to be doing your gig, which is the Tipsy Tankard. There is a shop that you guys actually recognize. You recognize, it must be a chain, Madam Mad's Augury Auction. Same sort of slightly run down look to the outside, but like very sort of occult symbols. You see, and there is a bank in town called the Outer Plains Bank.
Is there any insignia on it that you can match to?
Absolutely, there is,
There's
and
this
it
thing.
does. So yes, busy, bustling place. There's even a. It looks like it looks like it used to be sort of like a witch's hut, but sort of like more and more sections have been added to it, and it's become sort of more modernized and more like an actual hospital over time.
Ooh.
So it's got this sort of like hut entrance to this rather larger building that sort of dwarfs it in the back. And Dylan's like, if you don't care about the life of this person, I'm more than happy to sort of sing your praises as regards to their savior. If you guys want to go ahead to the Tipsy Tavern and talk to the proprietor up there, I'm more than happy to bring this man in.
I'm taking this horse.
Oh, you maybe don't. Just a thought. People might. Why don't you know?
To look after, I'm not taking his horse.
No,
The horse needs food.
I understand that.
I'm leading the horse away, but
Good.
I'm leaving
Okay,
him, so
all
I'm just.
right. Goodbye.
I kind of help Dylan with this because obviously humans are a lot bigger than him. So just kind of help him towards this hospital entrance.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you very much. This is the point when I haven't prepared a hospital person And have to come up with something off the top of my head. In what looks like a classic top hat, which is sort of get up, but white instead of black. Just a very ordinary looking person in this sort of get up comes out and kind of goes, "Oh yes, what's your emergency? This man looks very bleeding. It looks like he's bleeding a lot."
I just nod with her.
Good diagnosis, doctor.
Observant,
Yes.
aren't you?
Absolutely.
I was like, I tried to cure wounds, used the spell, wounds opened up. He's your problem now.
A cursed person. Oh, very interesting. Well, thank you for that information. It saves us a very valuable spell slot.
Yes.
Because,
It
you
did.
know, we're a hospital with clerics.
Spell slots, yes, I just wasted mine.
I'm so sorry to hear that. But you
Like,
did it
she's
for a
just
good
like-
cause.
She's like, just not having, she's like, I slapped him. He cured wounds. And I was just like, I want to eat him. He's not worth my time.
She sort of opens up this again the front of the very witchy cottage and calls in, "We've got a cursed man who's bleeding to death out here," and about 6 other nurses, all in the same sort of witch's uniform get up, come out and lift him up and start talking very professionally about how to cure this person and bring him inside. One of the more senior staff says to you, "This was Lordy Lord. What did I call him? Oh, this was Maruk. This was the guard at the bank. What happened to him? Do you know?"
Wolf-like creature, we believe. He said creature to me.
You've seen the creature?
No.
The creature?
The
What creature?
creature that's
There's
been
a-
terrorizing our town for the last few nights.
Oh.
Nobody's been able to get a good look at it, but it's been coming into town and vandalizing people's homes, the fronts of people's homes, and people have seen it coming out of the bank like a phantom through the walls. It's been stealing money from the bank.
So there's money in it if we catch it.
I mean, it's been stealing money I'm sure that there's a reward out for its capture somewhere. But
I'll keep a note
that's-
on that.
there you go. Yeah. If the creature did this to him, then it's stepping up its game. It hasn't hurt anybody so far, but this is serious. This is very bad.
Can you
But
fix him?
yet,
Oh yes, we'll be able to fix him, but he might need a few days rest.
Okay.
we have business to attend to. We've got a gig to play.
Well,
So-
you guys, are you a
Yeah.
band? Are you coming in? That's wonderful. I know that Trixie's been trying out different venues for the people who are coming in. We were thinking about having a right to do. You wouldn't happen to be the Mockeries, would you?
Well, actually,
Well, funny you should mention.
We've heard about you from the gig you played in Ardmore, right? Oh, that's amazing! And you guys saved you saved Maruk. You guys are just every bit as wonderful as the stories say. Well, Trixie's been very excited about you coming. They say that you play one hell of a gig. Yeah. Oh, well, fantastic. I've got work to get back to, and people aren't going to magically stitch themselves up by themselves. But I'll definitely see if I can make some time to come round.
Oh, that'd be lovely. We'll see you
I'm
there.
down.
See you there. Yes.
Mm.
She turns around and goes back into this hospital.
I just looked at Theramin and it's like, if she doesn't hit him, I'm going to eat her as well.
I'm okay with
She's
that.
dead.
Yeah.
Dylan's like, yes, all this talk about eating civilians.
I keep forgetting you said.
Very good, very nice.
It's a joke, it's a joke.
Shall we?
Yeah.
I need some beer, Dylan.
Of course. I've written ahead to this proprietor. Her name is Trixie of the Tipsy Tankard. The alliteration continues. Right, let's go.
Yeah, I'm already, while that was all happening, I've made my way to the Tipsy Tankard, and I roped the horse up to whatever I can find, and I've found some bandages and some water, and I'm just cleaning any dry blood, giving it some TLC.
Oh, that's nice. The horse is happy, and you clean its wound, and it's all good. Things are good.
Yeah, Cloud just feels a lot more comfortable being near the mountains and the hills, so she's a lot calmer.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Cool beans. So you guys going to have a drink?
Yeah, when I see these guys coming, I sort of leave the horse to rest and follow them.
The horse gives you a little nuzzle as you go.
Oh. I'm taking this horse.
I'm glad that you have informed me of this.
Yeah,
now I'm like, it's like, I'm making a little note. It's like, look up horse stats.
Yeah, right on character sheet.
Daisy's got this look on her face like I'm immediately gonna kill this horse.
I know.
We're nice to one thing in this entire campaign, a horse, it dies.
Right.
Like, you guys have shown me something that you care about. I will take it from you.
Right.
Callum, we're making eye contact for the first time during the day. Oh my gosh, hello.
I think my phone's running out of battery, but it's plugged in and everything.
I find that sometimes video chats drain my battery faster than charge. If it's in a laptop as opposed to like the wall. Awesome possum. Yes,
I'm quite content just drinking in the corner of this bar.
Cool beans.
Are we going back into the corner of the bar?
Yeah, once you guys find yourself a nice secluded
corner.
Always a corner in the dark, preferably.
This is a pretty well lit inn or tavern, and yet you still managed to find the one shadowy table.
I just put a candle.
I was about to say I was going to go out. The closest candle to me, I was going to like snuff it.
In sync, the two of you snuff out 2 candles on this table. Oh, bonding band moments. That's so sweet.
Over our love for the dark. There we go.
Yes.
Amazing. And yeah, once again, sort of these red tiefling eyes next to these glowing cat eyes next to these reptilian. Oh my god! Yes.
The immersion.
Just I look like a thumb with a face when I do that.
Yeah, amazing. The Dylan sort of goes and talks to there's a human woman who appears to be this Trixie character who has somehow managed to find like dark reds and purples to like weave into her hair, and like she's got like the side of it shaved, so it's kind of like this more modern punk style.
Living for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Seems quite young, quite bubbly. Dylan brings over some drinks. So I was just talking to Trixie, and she's saying that she was actually thinking that because of our reputation is preceding us already, which is so fantastic, I can't even begin to tell you. Whatever you did in that previous town, the mayor was certainly enamored of our group.
I thought he doesn't know, does he?
He has no idea that you did it.
Just like,
but you guys also played a fantastic gig, so
Yeah.
She was actually thinking about hosting this one in a barn, sort of just outside town, as a larger venue for us, so that more people could come and hear us play. So, no pressure or anything, but a lot of people. It's very good. It's larger audience than maybe you're used to. I don't know what your experiences are. Nobody tells me anything about their personal lives in this group.
Nobody tells me nothing.
That's very different. I need another drink now, please.
Sorry?
Another.
Another.
That was great, Dylan. Another.
Great, yes.
To your duties.
Right, I could just call over a waitress or...
No, you go get it,
no,
Dylan.
I see.
We need some time.
Oh, well, of course, you, within yourselves, need time to prepare. That's fine. I'll get you some drinks. He gets up and walks away.
My heart goes out to him.
Yeah, it really does.
I love this dichotomy of like you guys who truly sympathize with this person, and then your characters who are making his life a living hell. That's fun. That's.
When he's gone, I'll just be asking because I wasn't there. Like, what happened in the witch hospital? I guess.
Yeah.
Did they say anything?
Creature's been lurking around a couple of days. Goes in the bank, steals some cash. They're going to cure him though. They've got clerics there.
Yeah.
She's dead if she doesn't. So, but I think we might want to go to the bank.
Yeah.
You guys know that like it's getting nearer to sort of so you're in the sort of the evening of this day, and the idea is that you'll stay the night and then play the next night, sort of the same thing you did before. So yeah, you got time to do whatever you want to do.
That's some time. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just during the course of the night, I'm going around having a look at what kind of people are in the bar, looking out for any nice buttons.
Okay.
So, as a side note, my character, she has a box of buttons of places she's gone and people that she's just collected buttons from. It's a little hobby of hers.
Amazing.
Oh,
So she's gonna have a look for buttons.
Okay. Give me a perception check with advantage.
That was a natural 20.
Yeah.
That was also a natural 20.
Oh my god.
You're going
I
to get
love my
nat
little
ones
brother.
from now.
I know,
Oh.
the performance, after you big this performance up, I'm gonna go nat 1.
Absolutely incredible.
All the buttons. I just collect everyone's buttons.
Okay. That was for your perception check. Give me a actually wait, first let me describe to you the array of buttons. So there are all kinds of interesting buttons that you could collect. It seems like they mine all kinds of metals here. They seem to mine copper and tin, but they and even a little bit of bronze. But they seem to fashion buttons for each of these individual like groups. So they've got buttons for miners. They've got buttons for the witches who run the hospital, with a little broomstick and a little cat on it.
A little cat.
I want that.
Wait, I collect buttons. Get your own thing.
I have a bag of snakes.
You've got a bag of snakes, baby. But by far the most magnificent buttons that you see are on the jacket of this person whose uniform is crisp and clean, with it's this sort of a medley of colors, but trimmed in gilded gold. And it seems to be a more intact and much more luxurious version of the uniform of the guard who you saw. And these golden buttons are intricate, delicately crafted, absolutely gorgeous buttons on this guy. Looks like the person in the uniform is a human with jet black hair, just quite short. He keeps himself clean shaven in that sort of businessman sort of way. Looks like he keeps himself well, but looks like he's in his early 40s.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't know whether it's a good idea to steal a button from this person. Right, so I'm gonna walk around just as naturally as possible. I'm gonna try and take one of the witch's buttons from her.
Absolutely. Give me a sleight of hand.
Ooh.
And you got 2 natural 20s in a row, so why not do it with advantage, eh?
Okay. I've got to do some mental maths. Okay. 25 is the highest.
Easily.
18 plus 7.
A single cloth. And you've got a button.
I've got a witch's button. And then I'm going to go round and just talk to this gentleman and just sort of... let me write down my witch's button.
He might give you a button if you tell him that you rescued his friend.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Instead of stealing a button, asking for one. I don't know his name. You didn't tell me his name. Oh well.
You don't know his name. He's a stranger to you.
No, as in like the guy we rescued. You guys didn't tell me his name, so.
You also don't know his name.
And I don't know his name.
Maruk. No, you do. Yes, Maruk. But you got.
Yeah. Maruk. Okay, so that's probably not how you spell it. Yeah, so I'm gonna go up to Steph and be like, on our way into town. Sorry, hello, my name's Cloud.
Very lovely to meet you, Miss Cloud. My name is Orlando Coyne. Very good to make your acquaintance.
Yes, I'm part of the Mockeries. We're playing a gig soon, if you want to join us.
The Mockery from Oddmore?
Yes, the Mockeries.
Word of you has spread far and wide. A pleasure to have you in our town. I was wondering, I was thinking to myself, I hadn't heard of a cat person except in one circumstance in my, it was as part of that it makes it click. Thank you.
That's not a problem. I actually came over to talk to you. On our way into town, we came across quite an unfortunate sight of one of your guards. He had been attacked by this creature we believe to be tormenting your bank. My colleagues took him to the hospital. He's there at the moment. I believe his name was Maruk. As she said, like I'm guessing that's in character. She's like Maruk.
And he'll do a similar thing. It's like Maruk was attacked by the creature.
Whatever is plaguing your town. Yes.
Oh my! Is he going to be all right?
My band member very gently cure wounds him. But as soon as we asked him questions, his wounds reappeared. It seems he was cursed.
Oh my!
And fainted.
I can't think of a better group of people to tend to his wounds than the what do I want to call them?
What do you want to call them?
The Green Coven hospital staff. I'm writing this down for myself as well. Guys, this is super professional. It's a professional D&D show. Everything's been thought out to the smallest minutia. The Green Coven Hospital. You sounds like you've saved the life of one of my employees. I'm the general manager of the Outer Plains Bank here in Murlaystone. Absolutely incredible. And he takes your hand and he shakes it very firmly indeed. Can I buy you and your companions a round or two?
Instead of a round, can I have one of your buttons?
Or both.
Pardon me, one of my. He looks down. He goes, "Oh, you want a button?"
A button. Yes, just a button.
Oh, well, I suppose that would be fine. They are kind of sewn onto my.
I just get a claw out and just.
Oh, I see. And he doesn't. He's not opposed to this. You can take a button off of his sleeve. He's like, ah.
So it was like a golden button.
Yes. Yes, indeed, a golden button with sort of 8 concentric spheres as the insignia.
Is that like their insignia?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, the Green Coven, they informed my colleagues that he should recover in a couple of days. I was tending to his horse.
Oh, that's
who was also injured.
Okay. That's the horse also was. Oh, you saved his horse as well.
Yes, it's just outside.
Interesting. You didn't leave that with the Green Coven. I know they have excellent stable facilities and
they
a
do,
veterinarian
but
service.
I just wanted to make sure. I'm very good with animals, as you can probably tell. I just wanted to make sure it had the best care.
Well, that's very kind of you. I know you and your group have done so much already.
One other question. He had some paper in his possession. Most of it was burnt to a crisp. But there seemed to be a piece of paper with some magic property to it. It looks blank. But it was the only one that he had on him.
It's not unusual for us to encode very important messages, but it's very rare that we go so far as to enchant things with illusions. You say you have this paper on you. Perhaps usually the way this works is there's a spell called illusory script that we use, which can either hide or otherwise garble a message of great importance, and usually you designate certain people as being able to read it. And so if this message was anything to do with bank business, I would be able to read it.
It's not actually with me. It's with my lovely tiefling friend, Theramin. Just a quick question about the creature.
Sure.
Is it always? Has anyone seen this creature? Have they?
Folks have
had an
gotten
encounter with
glimpses
it?
of it, but the accounts are quite varied. Some say that it's a beast that goes on all fours. Others say that it goes on 2 legs. People have said, oh, it's definitely like a corporeal beast, and it's sort of left claw marks around the town, which has terrified people. It's been absolutely terrifying. But then other people say that it can walk through walls, and it's certainly been it's able to steal quite an incredible sum of money over the last few nights from my bank, and we haven't found a way of safeguarding it. There's no magic that seems to be able to keep it out, and certainly not the walls of the vault.
I have a fear that it is because it is magic itself. When I was looking at the tracks around your poor fallen employee, the tracks coming out of the forest were animal, but leading back, they were human.
Oh my.
I'm afraid
the first thing that comes to mind is lycanthrope.
Unfortunately, yes, which makes this a very difficult task indeed. Me and my colleagues, we will try and do whatever we can, of course, as we are here.
Well, I'm sure.
But we would like any assistance that we can possibly get if it is a creature of magic.
If it's within my power to help you, it's attacked one of my employees. It is my responsibility to help in any way I can. This has gone, well, despite the fact it's been very bad for business, attacking one of my employees is going far too, it crosses a line.
I understand completely. Let me just go get my tiefling friend to, or if you would like to come over and meet the rest of the Mockeries. I'm sure they'd be lovely to meet you too.
Oh, if that's an invitation, I will take it
Of
very
course it
kindly.
is.
The Mockeries themselves. I tell you, when the Battle of the Bands season starts, as you like makes your way over to the table, as the season of the Mockery of the Band, the Battle of the Bands starts. We get all sorts of people through here, and some of them are good, and some of them aren't, but we have a good time anyway. This is the first time that we've heard of somebody creating such an uproar on their first gig in the circuit. It's quite. We're very excited indeed.
We are very unique, let's say.
It seems that way. Hey, look at all three of you.
Yes. What was his last name? Sorry, I just wrote
Orlando Coin.
Ooh. Thesia, Theramin. This is Orlando Coin. He's the general manager of the bank. He would like to have a look at the magic paper that we recovered from the gentleman.
Yep. Just keep it here.
Just keep it down your shirt.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. He sort of he has a look at it and frowns at himself to himself and kind of goes, I don't seem to be able to read this either. Where exactly did you find him? Where he didn't seem like the type to. He was a good guy and a good employee. It didn't seem like the type to leave in the middle of the night. Where do you think he was going?
By a fallen tree just outside of town in the woods, isn't he?
Yeah. He was just laying there with his horse still next to him. We don't know where he was going, unfortunately. But like I said, there was paper burnt to a crisp all around him.
Right. So it's possible that the creature who attacked him was looking for this.
Potentially.
Very possibly.
Well, listen, I'll keep a hold of this and see if I can get it dispelled so we can see what was going on. Thank you so much for bringing this to me. I greatly appreciate that.
That's fine. You can get us around if you like.
Straight to business. You must be Theramin.
Yes.
The stories of your the exploits in the drinking of many tankards has reached us even here. Yes, of course. And he orders like 3 rounds, just all to be brought at the same time to the table. And he sits down with you and he sort of goes, "So you're quite an eclectic group, aren't you? For what reason were you all brought together?"
Musical ability, charisma.
Of course, naturally. I suppose the real question, I purely out of curiosity, is one wouldn't usually put a tiefling, a yuan-ti, and forgive me, what race are you?
Tabaxi, my friend.
Tabaxi. Fascinating. You usually find such an eclectic group of people in company together. Did you meet in Garanseal?
We met a little bit before, but Garanseal is, I'm guessing that's where we met our manager.
That's where Dylan Umtrowel would have put you guys together.
Yes, that's where we met our manager when we discovered our gifts. As for what I'm doing here, I'm not from your world. I've been to many in my time. I am looking for fellow Tabaxi, and I have a lead that they are somewhere in your world.
I'm about to just do a little bit of babble that's based in some other stuff that's happened in world. some stuff that maybe you guys would have heard of. He sort of goes, "Oh, do you mean from the world of Vulpikar? Yes, that whole business 5 years ago, or 4 years ago. 4 years ago with the the quote-unquote god heist the Crown Prince was involved in. My golly, by gee, what a story that made, eh? So, yeah, forgive me. So you're saying that but you're not exactly from Vulpikar either. Is there much traffic between the worlds, worlds beyond Saigalia? It's fascinating business, fascinating business. Doesn't really expect an answer, just.
He's just talking then.
He's just talking, yeah.
I'm just nodding to whatever he says. I'm just trying to be as friendly as I can to him.
Yeah, this guy is happy to sort of just hang out and chat, like, just friendly. Seems to think the world of you guys. But he does actually stand up after a second and kind of go, "Oh, well, of course, I have to go and visit Maruk in the hospital. I got so excited meeting you that I forgot to go look at my employee. Honestly, the guilt is crippling. Okay, bye."
He's a weird one.
He's got issues.
Even I think.
When I'm sitting at the table, can I bring out the crystal ball I got from the mayor's office in the last
Absolutely.
town? I kind of hold it. Oh, I have to be very specific, don't I?
Yes.
I would like to ask it to show me the magical inscription on the paper.
Hasn't he?
He's taken it
away?
He's taken the paper, but but it'll still
I'm
show
asking
you.
the ball.
The ball shows you a blank piece of paper.
Oh, this fucking thing. All right. Just kind of holding it. I'm just like, oh my god, why did I even take this? Just look at the other two. Like, got any better questions?
You can see sort of that he's got it in his hand. You can sort of see the hands, but it's like the image is like focused on the paper.
Yeah.
It's in real time, isn't it? You can't.
It's in real time.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't see the.
What about asking it to show us a wolf with the power to make itself human, or a human to make itself a wolf?
Nothing shows up. It's not specific
This is rubbish.
enough.
You know what? Why did you keep this rubbish piece of magical crap?
Okay. You have to be very specific about what you are looking for. So if you're looking for a search engine, it is not a search engine. It will show you very specific. So if you know the name of somebody, it will show you that person. If you name an object like the piece of paper that you had before, it'll look at the object. But if you're like, show me something resembling this, it will.
Right.
Show me Murak in the hospital.
Maruk.
We're all going to say that wrong, I think, at some point.
Yes. Sometimes with fantasy names, you get ones that people are like, oh yeah, I can get my tongue around that one, and sometimes you just can't. Maruk. You see, this guard has been put into like hospital clothes and is in a bed, and it looks like one of these more senior witches pulls some dark energy out of him and puts it in a bottle, and then takes the bottle and throws it in the fire, and the fire burns green, and they're like, ho, burning curses. But he looks like he's asleep. I'm just resting.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I can live with this. Just put it back. So I just wanted to check with him, see if he was dead or not. I think I'm going to leave the tavern and go to Madam Mad's
I was going to ask the crystal ball what was inside of that, but yeah, I'll follow if that's where you're going.
We're together. Yeah.
Awesome possum. So you're going to Madame Mad's Augury Auction, are you?
Yes.
Incroyable. It's late, but you can see that the lights are still on in this building. And when you enter and go in, you can see that the space inside here seems quite a bit larger than it looked from the outside. It's as you go in on the left, there's a doorway that seems to a side room with one of those classic seance tables with the sort of low circular table with a cloth over it and a crystal ball. On the right, there's a locked door, and then the big open space in front of you is full of rows upon rows of chairs, and then a sort of a raised stage area with like theater curtains, so things will be behind there and be brought forward for the auction when the auction happens. Several servants with white gloves and dark cloaks that hide their faces sort of drift about, and then Madame Mad approaches you. This short, sort of 4.5-foot woman who's almost as wide as she is tall, but it's unclear whether that is her or just voluptuous clothing. It's the most psychic clothing of all time. Just voluptuous purple cloth, and she's got sort of henna tattoos of eyes and symbolism, and she wears like 3 rings on each of her fingers. And she comes up to you and says, hello. What can I do for the 3 of you? I'm afraid the auction is done for the day, but of course our seances are still very much open for business.
Oh, this woman's weird. I say that out loud as well.
My name is Madame Mad. It's lovely to meet you.
Mockeries. What kinds of things do you sell in your auction?
Oh, the auction has many things, all to do with the divinatory school of magic, of course.
I imagine her as, as the Harry Potter, the divination teacher there.
Trelawney.
That's what I imagine her attitude is like.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Yes. And yeah. You see, she takes out sort of a book, sort of an itemized list of all of the things in her auction, and takes out an enormous, very thick pair of glasses, puts them on her eyes, becomes super big like Edna mode. She looks down and she says, some of the items that we had on today were a helm of telepathy, a crystal ball, an augur's medallion, a potion of clarifying breath, crystal compass, etc., etc. The rules of the auction, in case you are interested, are very simple. The items, the stage itself is enchanted, so you cannot verify whether the items are of wondrous quality, of an ordinary quality, or have no magic at all. And there's a 25% chance that any item bought is a dud and has no magical properties whatsoever. Not even I know if the item is magical or not, or if it's wondrous. It's a surprise.
Do you have a list for tomorrow of what items you'll be selling?
No, I don't. I make it up in the morning when I'm feeling inspired.
Do you have any items you didn't auction off today?
They'll be auctioned off later.
I love her.
Look at the DM.
Right. So,
I'm afraid
she
we're
is
not
nuts.
a shop. We're not a shop. We're an auction house. Our stock is kept, and we auction items. That's how we do business.
Works.
But if
Okay.
you want your fortunes read, or people scried upon, or to know the secrets of the universe,
How much for that service?
depends on what you want.
So creepy.
She settles on way too close and looks right up at you.
For a scrying service.
Ooh,
These massive glasses.
Scrying service, you say?
Yes.
For a scrying service, I will be more than happy for you, Cloud on the Mountaintops, 20 gold pieces.
Rip off. Walks away. I've had enough of this woman. I'm just like,
Good luck on your quest to find your people.
Just
middle
before
like
we leave,
poor.
Sorry.
Before we leave, I just want to ask, have you heard of the creature?
What?
Do you know of the creature?
Which one?
The creature.
There's a V? There's a V creature?
Okay. No, never mind.
I just wait outside for them to come out because I'm done with this woman.
Yeah, me too.
How much gold for a fortune telling session?
Ooh. I could do a fortune telling session. That's a very simple matter. 5 gold pieces.
Scrying 20 gold fortune.
Did you guys get did I tell you that you got paid for your last gig?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, you guys got paid in your last gig. I must have missed doing that. Whoops. So you...
Whoopsie. That's why Cloud walked away.
Oh, I see. I thought you were just...
No.
No, you. When the split came, you guys each took 67 gold away from your previous gig.
67. All right. I don't even know where to find my.
Kin after counting her gold.
On the first, in your equipment box, in the bottom middle of the first page of your character sheet, is where you got gold.
Sorry, was that 67?
67.
Plus what she already had. Right.
I'm rich. No, because I didn't spend any money in the last session, so I was just like,
Yeah.
Cloud bought everyone drinks, so she did. Cloud goes outside, counts the money in her gold coin purse, and comes back in.
I found it.
It should be GP, right? Gold pieces.
yes.
Callum.
Cool.
It doesn't really matter where you put it as long as you have.
Did I already have? I already had 15, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, so you would have 82.
Oh, madness.
Oh no! How crazy is that?
Oh, I wish real life was like this.
Oh no. Intimidate someone
I'd love
and get
82
money
gold
for
coins. Yeah.
it.
So yes, I would like my fortune told, please.
Oh, a 5 gold piece fortune reading for you. Step into my seance room. And she sort of goes
Sorry.
Oh my god. Oh, I thought it was Pennywise then.
No, I'm not going to do that to you.
I know it's in the second film. There's a bit where he's just like, like around the corner.
Oh,
just like,
it's there. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I follow her, but I'm kind of like looking around, like my tongue's flicking out because I'm not sure about like the smells in the room. I'm just a bit like, oh, it smells a bit dodgy.
Yeah. Why? What specifically is dodgy about the smell?
Like I imagine there's sometimes be like incense. It's like
Yeah,
Typical.
for sure.
So
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
she prefers like clean, fresh air. So it's just a bit like, no.
I
bit too
suspect it's a
artificial.
little bit heady when you go into this room.
Yeah.
And she sits down and stares into the crystal ball and says, "Come, sit, sit." And then she takes off her glasses and goes, "I don't need these to see." I only need them to read.
Kind of just sit gracefully, just like just stare right at her, just not blinking, just like yes.
One of these servants comes and draws a curtain over this room. So it's not like closing the door, and it doesn't feel like being locked in. It's just a little bit of privacy. And as soon as the curtain is pulled, you guys on the outside cannot hear what's going on inside. And she sort of looks into this ball and says, "What about your future are you interested in knowing, my dear?"
Oh, that's a good question. She has lots of questions.
Would you rather know about the trials and tribulations of the near future, or would you rather hear about the big picture stuff?
The big picture. Definitely the big picture for her.
Interesting. So you want to know about the war, do you? Well, let's see what we can find. Look deeply into the crystal ball, and you shall see some funky stuff.
Okay.
And if you look into this ball, she sort of waves her hand across it, and you see war-torn fields and fire raining from the sky. What looks like an angel crying black blood with flaming wings, and a morning star soaring into the sky. She goes, "Yes, yes, the blood war. We all understand about that." Waves her hand. The image disappears. The nine hells, Zerial, all that good stuff. You understand. And then she waves her hand again, and you see a scene of this sort of almost infinitely spiraling down abyss, which seems to be split into three major sections. One that looks like a spider's nest, one that looks like a dark arboreal forest, and a third that looks like completely like a drowned city. And she kind of goes, "Yes, and this is the abyss. This is the domain of your god, if I'm correct in saying so. Malar the Beast Lord. Fascinating character, really he is. More minor of the gods, but still, more than happy to murder Zerial when she comes across looking for a fight. Ah, yes. The Blood War's very bad." So essentially, guys, there are two of these 8 outer worlds, outer planes where the gods live. The Abyss and the 9 Hells are at war with one another. They're different factions of gods, and they have been for some time. She says, "I foresee that you will have to make a choice, Thesia, as most people of portent have to do. And the choice is, do you stand with the god you have chosen, or do you stand with the people that you care about? Sometimes these things are difficult. The gods don't care about us. They don't care about our machinations. They only care about winning. And Malar isn't winning, Thesia. Malar is not winning this war. Great! That was perfect! Now get out of my room!
I just kind of look at her like, just, okay, you crazy bitch.
You wanted the big picture, I gave you the really big picture. Chortle chee, chortle cho.
I kind of just like get out and just like whack the curtain and just go out and be like, good luck if you want to speak to her.
She's like following afterwards. Hello! It's a bouncing walk that she has. You came back, mountaintop kitty cat. Yes!
Oh, Cloud hated that. So she was going to peacefully hand over the money, but instead she just throws it on the floor to her. That's 20 gold.
That's very funky. She clicks her fingers at one of the servants, leans down and picks it up and puts it in a pouch.
It's more principle.
Right, you wanted to scry on someone.
Yes.
Cool. Come in.
Follows but rolls my eyes.
The curtain is drawn. She sits down and says, "You want to tell me exactly upon whom you wish to scry."
Storm on the mountaintop.
Storm on the mountaintop, yes. Very good. Her hands go over this crystal ball. And there are some vague sort of images that start to form out of these clouds, but nothing quite concrete. And she's like, I'm having a little bit of difficulty seeing these ones. Hang on. She sort of, she reaches up and a little mini portal appears just beside her head. She reaches her hand through this mini portal, and out the other side, a spectral sort of clawed version of her hand outlined in blue light, about this big, appears, and on the ends, she sort of drags different spectral portions of light and weaves them together into a spell, and then just pulls her hand back out, and the spell takes effect. She goes, "Yes, of course, it's very natural to want to look for one's family." You've never seen anything like that ever.
I'm just looking in awe, like,
as the image clarifies, and she's like, I'm being fought quite hard on this by somebody else. It seems as though either somebody in your group or somebody else has put magic in place to interfere with exactly this kind of thing. But I can't. But I can show you a great deal. And she shows you the route. You see past this fort with very tall towers that overlooks the sea. She goes, yes, past Salt's Watch they went, and goes forward to an enormous port city. It's a white stone port city. She goes, and all the way to Sessenseal, and right down to the docks, and then they seem to have boarded a boat from Sessenseal somewhere. I'm afraid that's where things cut out, but I am getting a message. And her eyes sort of roll back and glow blue, and she opens her mouth, and a voice speaks out of her, and says, "They seek a way out, but they cannot escape. There is no way out. No way out. They've been invited." And then the voice, and her eyes go back to normal. She goes, "I hope you found that useful."
No, but thank you.
It's the best I can do.
Okay, so they said we We seek a way out.
They seek a way out.
They.
This is a voice you
Sorry.
do not recognize. I'll write it in the thing. They
Thanks.
a way out. But they cannot escape. There is no way out. No way out. They've been invited.
That doesn't sound good. They. Okay.
I do wish you the best of luck. There's nothing quite so sad as being entirely alone in this world with no one who loves you.
Cough your batshit crazy and I walk out.
That's why they call me Madam Mad. That's all you hear. Theramin, as she comes out, she looks pissed off, and all you hear is, "That's why they call me Madam Mad."
Right.
And suddenly she's really close to you, and she's like, "Hello."
Hi.
Is there anything I can do for a handsome specimen like you?
What was your last service that you offered? What was the other one?
Oh, so
There was 3, wasn't there?
there was what? There was fortune telling. There was scrying. What else does divinatory magic do? She kind of scratches her head. That's pretty much it. I can tell you a fortune about stuff. I can tell you secrets of the universe. That's what the third thing was. Secrets of the universe. Haha.
Um,
Don't know if you're interested in secrets of the universe.
yes. Could you? Yes. Go on then. Let's do it.
Amazing. What specifically are you going to be asking about so that I know how much to charge you?
I want to know about our opponents. Our gig, sorry. I want to know if we win or not.
You want to know if you win the Battle of the Bands?
Should have thought about this before. Yes.
I'm afraid there are far too many factors at play. It's far too early days to ask after the result of the Battle of the Bands itself.
You can tell amazing truths. Can you tell me about the creature?
Ah! Truly, I have no idea what that is, but I'm sure my magic will find out. She's like, 15 gold pieces seems a reasonable amount for these secrets.
He's throwing money at your face.
You see, she just money splatters on her face. Ah, yes, more.
God.
She's enjoying it way too much. She like gets one between her teeth and goes like a rose, like.
Okay, should we get on with it, or are you gonna?
Anything for a fine specimen of a man like you. She sits down in front of this crystal ball. Closes the curtain. Secrets of the universe, unveil yourselves to me. She puts on her glasses. Can't see a damn thing without these. Show me the creature that plagues the Murlaystone. Boom baba. And the crystal ball smoke whirls and transforms. You see a scene. I love it when players make exactly the right choice and don't realize that they've done it.
Oh, I knew. I obviously
you knew.
realized. It was I had no idea.
You see the hospital room where Maruk is lying asleep. And then you see the general manager of the bank has come in. You see that he looks down and sort of, oh, Maruk. I suppose it was just my luck that they came around and found you, eh? And whatever this was, not going to make it anywhere now. Lighter, or a little match, and burns the note. And you, and you might even have survived this as well. Oh, well, I can't have you talking to them and telling them who I am. His hand transforms into claws, and he just...
What a prick.
And it transforms back into normal hand, and it just kind of goes, oh, blood. Blood on my hands. That was no good. Sort of looks around and kind of goes, guess there's nothing left to do. I might as well go back to the bar. And he leaves the room, and the vision clears.
I'm so glad I did that.
And she goes, it seems we've just borne witness to murder.
Does seem that way. Yeah.
Well, that's just a thing that happens in this country.
What a great feature.
Do you know how many deaths I foresee all the time as part of my business? It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Lovely. Well, I think we're done here. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're absolutely no worries.
That was, you know.
It did.
Weird.
It did happen.
Sorry.
Say something about what happened. It definitely did happen.
Well, that was. Right, guys, I'm telling you that...
Oh, there's one last thing, Theramin. I'm so sorry about this. I meant to scribe, but instead I looked to the future. You've got 5 minutes before that happens.
Oh my god.
Okay, so
I was about to say he's dead, I get his horse.
Thank you everybody so much for watching Race to the Battle of the Bands. Be sure to subscribe to watch all 3 of our consecutive campaigns, and check back next week to see what happens in this one. Ooh. Take care, guys.